6 findoms on how the tanking economy affects their jobs.
Wait, whoa! Holy shit. I can't swindle these old men for money anymore.
The best part is they do refer to their findoming as their job.
Really?
I guess you have to.
You do. Like, I mean, they probably make more money findoming than like any 9-to-5er makes at an entry-level job.
Oh, for sure. But that's like, I feel like that could just end. When the economy's booming, though, that must be such a crazy job. Because you're like, you're making so much money, just so much disposable
These
income.
dudes are just like, you can, when you're not stressed about money, you're ready to come. And you're ready to spend
I will say at the very least, at least these chicks are hot.
Show me these broads.
Show us the broads.
I mean, they're pretty cute. They're
Bring me the broads.
Says, most of us are already having sleepless nights wondering how we're going to cover the extortionist cost of rent. I've never heard rent referred to as extortion.
And findoming is kind of extortion.
Yeah, kind of. But it says, what if your income relies on the sexual gratification of the person handing the cash over? That would be findoms. Think that financial domination is an easy solution to any cash flow worries?
I feel like I almost don't believe, because Danny's a findom. I don't know if you know that. But
oh, yeah? Who are you making money
I'm a pay pig.
A pay
pig? He's not the findom. Sorry, he has a findom.
Yeah, I do findom stuff. Yeah. I'm a pay pig.
What do you pay them to do?
Well, if by that you mean my girlfriend,
she's milking you for all you're worth.
Pretty much, yeah.
No, but there is like it's almost one of those things where you're like, I don't really believe that there is a lot of these guys that just love spending all their money as much as they probably just like, this is the system. Yeah, you have to pretend that, oh, I'm getting off on you getting the money.
Yeah,
and then
but then you do get laid at some point.
Yeah. No,
some of them don't though, I feel like, right?
Yeah, well, I think true findom stuff is like you don't ever meet. You never even meet these people.
Yeah, because I guess the first, if it was,
Karen Fian was showing me that she's like legitimately has guys that'll be like, just send her all these messages, and then she just writes back send, and then they just send her money.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just to talk to her, yeah, like just to get to talk to her.
She only says send. The only thing she replies to them is send.
And then
honestly, I bet if it's like the number's too low, like she's probably like, yeah, you're not gonna hear from me. That was like a slap in the face.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Like
send
$50 is like literally a slap in the face.
Yeah,
no,
she's probably used to getting thousands.
Oh, for sure.
No, I think it's in the 50 range. I think that's kind of what she gets when she hits her send things.
Okay,
that's insane.
That's still like, if you're doing that, you do 4 days, $200 a day.
I sort of was saying that though. I'm just like, why do you do that? And she was like, well, it's funny. Like,
yeah, it's just funny.
Yeah. Like she was sort of saying.
And then like you see the Venmo come in, like
yeah, and you're like, you stupid cuck.
Send. It's like she's the. It's like, that is funny though. Like it's the equivalent of the girls telling the guys to send money is the equivalent of it's a guy being like, show boobs, send.
Yeah, Bob's in Vagine.
Show Bob's in Vagine, send first. They're both communicating like that.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
we'll show Bob's if send.
It's a simple system we all understand. That's it.
Okay, tell me about the findoms.
It says findoming is more nuanced and complicated than meets the eye. It's not. And relying on people to willingly give you lump sums of money, often totaling hundreds, if not thousands, in this economy. In a world slumping towards a global recession, with any job, the cost of living crisis is affecting findoms too. Just not in the ways you might think. And then
what do you mean not in the way? I feel like it affects me. It would be exact. How is this possibly not going to be in the ways that I think?
Here's
That's
one.
That's it.
Yeah, what is this?
I do apologize. I haven't read this in advance. So.
In which way do I not think is this happening?
Just I think it would be just a strict monetary. There's less money coming in. But it says, so this girl, her name is Vicky Vale, says, how did you start findoming online?
That is so funny. Sorry to interrupt. Like, that is so funny. The idea that the guy's like, yeah, a little less hot for me to be giving you this money now that I'm broke. You're like, remember that thing where you sent me $1,000? Like, I used to need to send 1,000 to get turned on. I think 700 will probably do it now for me.
My financial situation's so much worse. Like,
I think I can probably get hard up for Hundo now.
Sends like fucking photos of your like bank statements. She's like, that's not doing anything for me though.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. So it goes through individual findoms.
Well, I don't know. This one says this chick. She goes, I started on the more vanilla side of OnlyFans, but it wasn't exciting me. So she goes, this is quite interesting. Maybe I could do this about findoming. I go, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, you do nothing. You spend a guy's money.
They go, there's something about this interests me.
And then they go, are people still willing to pay for FinDom? She goes, people are still willing to pay, but they're willing to pay. But are they willing to pay as much as they used to? That's another question entirely. No.
This whole article is just the guys. The Trumps have less money.
Yeah.
She goes, the economy's bad, and that's where the money came from. Is like probably pretty tightly correlated.
Yeah.
That is pretty funny though. If you could make like inflation and high taxes and all that stuff, like you're basically saying like Biden raising taxes is bad for sex workers, sort of put them in that bind.
Also, most of the guys who are probably spending money on this kind of shit are dudes who are like have an insane amount of money to throw around.
Yeah.
And like money gets tight, and then their wife starts, okay, we got to manage our spending a little more. And she's like, who are you sending $5,000 to?
And you go,
Yeah, like, well,
not my bookie, I guess.
Yeah, no, it was just I needed repairs on the car. $5,000 repairs on the car.
My friend Dom is in the phone as Dom.
Yeah, I don't know. Basically, that's her whole thing. Just reading through this, she goes, the economy's not doing well. The cost of living is kind of getting tighter or whatever, so there's just less money coming in. And you go,
it's like, dude,
for everybody.
For everybody. You might have to start working at McDonald's, sweetheart. No one's gonna pay for your shit no more.
That is rough to have to go from your FinDoming life.
It's kind of like they're getting FinDom by the economy almost.
Joe Biden's the original.
Yeah, Joe Biden's like the
IRS
king FinDom.
Yeah, they're like,
yo, that's the IRS is so full of FinDoms.
Guess what you owe me, baby? Yeah, if you don't pay it, you're going to jail.
Yeah, give me 50 fucking grand right now. You get nothing in return.
You owe me that the whole time.
The IRS is a bunch of FinDoms.
Yeah,
this is a crazy though. It says, why do you think your contracted payments have gone down slightly this year? It says, in an average year, my contracts amount to $80,000, but this year they're nearer to 50 to 60.
Contracts.
Fin subs who do contracts are numerically minded and are more financially cautious. Hence why it's contracted. They like to feel in debt and want to keep it up long term rather than a singular rush they will eventually regret.
Jesus Christ.
And there's nothing they get out of it. They just straight up send the money. That's the whole thing.
Send the money, and then the fact
that's
that
a job.
This hot chick's fucking you over is like gets them off.
This is legitimately the dude version of I want to be a pie taster. And you go, what's the job that I want to do? It's like, I'd love this job where just guys send me money and I do nothing for them. And you go, that's crazy. It exists. There's got to be a saturated market, girls that want to be FinDom.
Oh, everybody does, yeah.
I think you just sit around and get sent money. It's like, that is the dream.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're all OnlyFans chicks. I think it's like, for the sound of with this girl, she is on an OnlyFans, and then she says like 1 out of every 100 guys wants to be like a FinDom, but she's still doing all the other stuff.
Why wouldn't? Oh, you're saying you rarely? Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a girl being like, I'm a FinDom, just letting you know.
That's all I do. Yeah.
Can't
like,
find it.
No. They're all like doing everything, and then
what would be the way to rope in a guy who's like how do you pitch yourself out?
No, he
like,
approaches you. No. He's just like, hey.
He's like, hey, would you be open to me sending you money? And she goes, I'll think about it.
I'm trying to financially cripple myself because it's hot. And she goes like, sure.
All right.